Hi everybody, today we want to talk about a pasuk in the Torah that we had a couple parshas ago. When Moshe Rabbeinu, we know that when he runs away from Paro, he ends up going to the land of Midian by the well, and that's where he saves the daughters of Yitro, and they come and tell Yitro that an Egyptian man saved our lives. Why? Because when he ran away, he was wearing his princely garments of an Egyptian, because that's what he had. He was in the palace, and so they thought he's an Egyptian. And when they brought him in, and he got married to Sipporah, years later, 4 years later, when he wanted to go into Eretz Israel, Hashem did not allow him. And one of the reasons why is that when they said that an Egyptian saved their lives, he should have said, "Excuse me, I am an Ivri. I'm Jewish. I'm not an Egyptian. The reason I'm wearing these attire is because I had to run away from the palace, and this is what I had. This is the last clothing I had, not because I wanted to." On the other hand, we see by Yosef HaSadik, when he was in the dungeon, and he was telling the person who was in charge of putting the cup in Pharaoh's hand, "When you get out of the jail, please go and tell him that I'm an Ivri, and I was stolen from the land of the Hebrews." And that's why Hashem allowed Yosef's bones to be buried in Eretz Israel. So we learn from this how important it is. We know that our forefathers came out of Egypt by not changing their names, their language, and their clothing. Today, we have to be careful that we can't become goyim by wearing the clothing of the goyim. Of course, you have to look respectful. You have to wear a tie, whatever it is. That's called respectful wear. But to go with ripped jeans and all these fashions that are going around coming out of Paris and New York, that's walking like an Egyptian. And we have to go against that and say that we're Jewish. And we go in the clothing that our forefathers wore. Be respectful, but not going with today's attire of ripped jeans or whatever else is out there. And because this should also be redeemed in the fact that we're not changing our clothing to be like the Goyim and not our names and not our language. Thank you.